Okay, guys, welcome to my channel, MMH. Here I'll be talking about different MMA predictions, what's going on with different MMA events, the MMA news, overall combat sports, just giving my thoughts about what's going on. There's a lot of exciting things going on in combat sports. And, I'm an overall fan of MMA. I've always been for many years now. And I finally have given a choice, taking a risk, can't fucking talk, to make this channel. And yeah, I'm here to have fun. So, you know, I want to talk about what's going on here at UFC on ESPN 31 happening today. I believe it hasn't started yet. It's kind of late. But still, I'm going to put this content out as fast as I can. So I'm not going to talk about every single fight. I'm going to talk about a couple fights that I feel like I can give a good opinion on. And then, yeah, I'll make different videos moving on about different things. So yeah, okay, kicking it off, we're gonna start it off with Clay the Capa Tiguita. He's fighting Leonardo Santos. Leonardo, right? Clay is 39 years of age. He's getting old, man. He's old. He is old. He's old as fuck. 36 wins, 21 defeats. That's a lot of defeats. He doesn't have a lot of KO, TKO losses, but still, he has a lot of defeats. He has taken a lot of trauma to his dome. In his last couple fights, you see that usually I like to keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5 last fights, right? And if he's fighting one of the people that he's lost to is Charles Oliveira, about three, almost going on 4 years now, right? 3 years ago. One of his wins in his last 2 of 5, right? 2 of 5 fights he's won. 2 of 5, right? So his last 5 fights he's only won 2. One of them is BJ Penn, right? By unanimous decision. Then he's gone on to lose to Jim Miller by technical submission choke, guillotine choke. So he's got his head ripped off. He wasn't breathing. He was unconscious. Probably didn't see his life. Oh, he lost in under a minute in that fight. And then you got Bobby Green. Bobby Green worked him. Decision. Michael Johnson's on and off. KO'd Poirier, but that was his moment, right? He played it off, but we're not gonna go on too much about Michael Johnson right now. He was defeated by the aged Guida. And he had a good wrestling match. He got out wrestled by the Olympian Mark O. Madsen by split decision. So he almost beat that fight. So, for his age, I think this is a good fight. Leonardo Santos, right? As you can see here, Leonardo Santos, 6 feet, 41 years of age, old as hell, got absolutely obliterated in the last second of his fight. His last fight, right, against Grant Dawson, got KO'd. Basically, some heavy ground and pound. I wouldn't say Tito Ortiz because every time something happens to ground and pound, people say Tito Ortiz, but I'm not gonna say that. He got Grant Dawson, right? He was fighting another grappler that knew how to strike. He hasn't lost in a while, but he got his head cracked. That's how they go sometimes. 18-4, right? Jiu-jitsu guy, obviously, but he can strike. And I feel like he's going to win this fight because he has more of the threat when it comes to grappling, right? So he's still going to be able to touch up Guida on the feet. He's going to be able to out-grapple Guida. I don't think he's going to go in for the takedown, but I think that Guida is going to go in for the takedown and maybe get guillotine choked, right? So if we go back here and we see his last loss of 2 years, his last time he got finished was against Jim Miller. Jim Miller is a good fighter. He is a good grappler. He's aged himself, but he is a good grappler, and he finished him with guillotine choke. So, that guillotine, man, that guillotine choke or that guillotine, however you want to say it. He's won, man, but he's rusty. We'll see how this fight goes, but my money's on Leonardo Santos. You guys know the odds. I'm not gonna put up the odds and stuff like that, but my opinion is that Leonardo Santos is gonna win. All right, okay. Next one that I want to talk about real quick is Brad Riddell Quake, right? Quake Riddell, right? Quake. 30 years of age, 5'8", 155, good size, good height for the lightweight division. Fighting out of City Kickboxing, City, right? New Zealand, He's Israel Adesanya's boy, and he is fighting out of the same camp. He's 30 years of age. And he's a winning fighter, man. He's a winning fighter. The last time he lost was outside of the UFC at some promotion called Hex Fights by submission armbar against the next guy named Abel. And we're not going to go into that because he's just lost by submission. That's all you need to know. And his most recent fight that he won was against Drew Dober. Pretty good guy this year, right? He fought once already. And as you can see, his last couple fights have just been decisions. He's almost lost against Magomed Mustafayev, whatever his name is, the Russian guy. Split decision right there, but he still got his hand raised. So it's okay. And in my opinion, he's a good fighter. Nothing special. He's not like a crispy striker that's gonna, make people's chins fucking explode or like do anything crazy. He doesn't have the craziest, striking, but he is a good fighter. And he's fighting the mystical Rafael Fiziev Ataman, fighting fighting out of Tiger Muay Thai. And he's a lightweight, and he's been on a streak lately. And people think that he's crazy. He's a crazy fighter doing matrix fucking dodges against Mark DeCasey. Looking like an absolute savage in the mountains. Fucking probably Khamzat Chimaev's fucking cousin or something. Yeah, so, people have been really highly touted on this guy, especially KOing Renato Canario. And that guy's good, man. Moicano's a good fighter. He fucking pieced him up. And he's recently fought Bobby Green, who fucking KO'd Ali Quinta pretty badly. Ended his career with a 1-2. And this man has defeated those people. So he's a good fighter. People like to forget that Magomed fucking spinning back kicked him to death. But it's okay. He's fighting Brad Quick Riddell. And I think Brad's a good fighter, honestly, man. Like, I think it's going to be a good fight. I don't think that Brad's going to get KO'd or anything. I think that it is going to go to decision. So, I think that they get it done. It's going to be a good scrappers fight, right? Back and forth. Dodges, head movement, matrix fucking dodges from this guy. He's a younger man, 28 years of age, 5'8", same height, same weight. I don't know about the reaches and all that. They're going to put up the stats later. We're both going to get excited. Everybody's going to get excited, right? So, yeah, big fight. Keep your eyes on this one. Do not miss it out. I think that Rafael wins this by decision. Okay, moving on. This is the last prediction I'm giving right now. I'm only going to do a couple. Maybe I'll touch on a couple other fighters, but I don't really know everything. But these are the people that I know stuff about, so I'm going to talk what I know. Jose fucking Junior Aldo, Scarface, whatever you want to call him. 35 years of age. The legendary, the fucking, the legendary, the vet. The miles, man. The miles have been on this guy. Right? He's moving down now. Bantamweight, 5'7", 135, 30 wins, man. 17 fucking KOs. Right? His last couple of fights, as you can see, fighting the great Alexander, decision loss. Marlon Moraes by the fucking split decision, almost won that fight, but ultimately couldn't get his hand raised. Peter Yan, TKO. Peter Yan, at bantamweight, you're not gonna beat him, my friend. He's the new era, you're the old era. You look like a fucking statue, and he looks like fucking, a crispy boxer. So, Pedro Munoz and Marlon Vera, he's able to take on two rising stars, so he's not done yet, and he's taking on a third one. Tonight, that's his task, fighting on the good old Robbie Font, the ex-pizza delivery boy. 34 years of age, 5'8", 135 pounds. And as you can see, he's long, he's fucking ripped. He has a couple of KO wins. He has never been KO'd himself, so that pizza's been fucking protecting his dome. And he's doing a good job, man. He's doing a good job. He's beating guys like Cody Garbrandt, who are boxers. He's beating people like Marlon Moraes, who fucking Jose Aldo lost to. Not even beating them. TKO, elbow, and punches. Fucking cracking their heads open with elbows like a fucking coconut. This guy looks like he's on the beach surfing. He's chilling. He's happy. He's cracking people's heads in. You know what I mean? He's beating people like Ricky Simone, Sergio Pettis, people that are fucking up-and-comers. He sent Sergio Pettis to fucking a different league. I don't know where he's fighting now, Bellator or some shit. He just got to win. Rafael Sansal beat him by decision. Pedro Munoz beat him back in 2017 by guillotine choke. And that was, I believe, the only time he's been beaten. So, as you can see, man, he's a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. He's good for a pizza guy. And he's also good for a 135er, all respect to him. So, when you talk like that, then you could see that, he has a chance against the great Jose Aldo. But I don't think so, Jose Aldo's still Look at him, man. He's ready, man. He's ready for war. He's here. He's not ready to quit. I think Jose Aldo doesn't get TKO, doesn't get tired. The leg kicks are going to come back into the arsenal heavily against Robbie Font. It's still going to be a good fight, but I go my money's on Jose Aldo. 4th round TKO of Robbie Font. That's how much I believe in Aldo. And I might be wrong. Aldo might get his fucking head cracked. Or he might get cracked up. Elbow to the dome. Cracking those coconuts. Right? Coconut dome type things, right? But I think that, ultimately, my boy, the legendary Jose Aldo's going to get done. 4th round TKO. And, hitting on the rest of the card here, right? Talking about a couple of different people because I don't want to go into everything right now. Alex Morono, Mickey Gall, right? The Great White, the fucking shark, 5'11", 31 years of age, 170 pounds, fighting in the fucking welterweight division. Mickey Gall coming off the couple fights that he's had against, Mike Perry, fucking Randy Brown, Diego Sanchez was able to deal with them. So, giving my quick opinion, Alex Morono dusts Mickey Gall, 2nd round TKO, right? Worst decisions him. He's been able to dust people who are good at striking. He's been able to deal with new up-and-comers. Yeah, he lost to Pettis. Yeah, he lost to all these other people, Chaos Williams, right? Chaos Williams dealt with him quickly. But it's all good in the hood, right? He's still here. He's still better than Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall can't even out-grapple fucking Mike Perry, who's now fighting in triad combat and doing shit like that. So, brother, I get it. You're 29 years of age. You're tall. You're 6'2". You're 170 pounds. You're in the welterweight division just like this guy. You should be fighting at 155, right? You should be trying to make that weight, man. But that's my opinion, You can beat guys like George Sullivan, but this isn't George Sullivan, my friend, right? So, yeah, man. Those are my opinions. This is MMH, right? I'm heavily into this stuff. Giving my opinions. So let me know how it goes, man. I'm going to remember my predictions, and we're going to see how it goes after this card's done. So peace out. Thank you so much for listening to this. If you like it, subscribe. I'm going to come up with a lot more content. MMH, if you like MMA content, I'm going to be covering a lot more stuff, MMA news.